Yo, what's up? Uncle Ralph McDaniels. You know what it is. KixandtheCity.com. You in the right place. You know how I do it every time. Video Music Box 25. I'm holding down this whole video thing for 25 years. A lot of people say before Yo MTV Raps, before, 106 in Park, all we had was Video Music Box. So we're celebrating 25 years, 25-year anniversary, and big up everybody that's been supporting that for 25 years. I mean, I could take y'all back, to the early days, man, of Video Music Box, when we was rocking like freestyle videos and Madonna and Prince and Michael Jackson. It was only maybe 5 hip-hop videos back then, but hip-hop was on the rise, and so artists like the Fat Boys, Houdini, Run DMC, they were the cast that really broke down that whole video thing. Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, a lot of cats was touching on it, but they hadn't really got into that video thing. Can't forget about cats like, Malcolm McLaren, the Supreme Team, serious culture right there. And then, the whole wave of commercialism, took off, and that's when it really, picked up with MTV and BET and some of the other channels. So we've been doing it for a minute. We've been there from the beginning. I was that dude running around the camera at all the hip-hop parties, man, getting all of that, footage that, people could see on TV, and, you didn't have to go out to the club, or you didn't have to go to the center, or you didn't have to go to the park jams. Ralph McDaniels would have it on Video Music Box. I created Video Music Box so that, I could document basically what was going on in my community. I had went to school for film and television. I graduated from New York Institute of Technology in Westbury. And I said, yo, I'm going to do, something with this camera, man, and see what's going on. I was a DJ working in clubs, DJ thing was kind of happening. I wasn't really big yet, but I was starting to do my thing out in the parks and different small clubs. And I began to combine, my relationships with various artists, and other cats like Russell Simmons, who was a promoter, a party promoter back then. He wasn't Russell Simmons, the mogul. He was just doing parties, putting Rush on trains, this sticker called Rush. And the Rush parties were hot, and he used to come and bring me records, and that was the beginning of my relationships with artists like Curtis Blow and Houdini and all of those people, because Russell was going uptown to the Bronx, to the Fever, and meeting all of those cats. So I took my influences from there and what I wanted to do socially, as far as consciously have something important to say in the community and speak to people about things that was going on in the hood. It might be whatever, things that wasn't right in the hood, and I combined that, and and it's like KRS-One said, called it edutainment at one point in the 80s, and it was basically what I was doing too. We were educating through entertainment. We knew that the music would get people hype, and then we could hit them with some, socially conscious messages and stuff like that, because that's the way we really feel. We wanted to let people know what was going on. Video Music Box. When I started going to school. When I went to college, they used to have this internship. I started actually at LaGuardia Community College, which all that was about was a internship. So they had 3 internships. So my last internship was at NYC TV Channel 31, and Channel 31 is where Video Music Box eventually started. But my last semester there, the guy was like, look, if you graduate, from, and you get a 4-year degree, we'll give you a job here. So I went to New York Tech, and I got my 4-year degree, and that was my first job working at Channel 31. So I was working there for about 2 years, and I said to myself, I was watching a lot of the shows on the channel, and, it was just there's nothing on here for young black people, or Spanish people, or urban people in general, music that I hear in the clubs or out, I don't care if it's disco, whatever, let's play some of that stuff, and they gave me an opportunity. I got some videos that came in one day, and they were from artists, disco artists, the Whispers and Donna Summers, and I was I combined all of those videos, and I made a half-hour show, and it was called Studio 31 Dance Party. A lot of people don't know that right there, early, and Studio 31 Dance Party was basically R&B and disco, and maybe there was 1 or 2 hip-hop videos, and that was the beginning of Video Music Box. And then a year later I started Video Music Box, 1983, and then I brought in my partner, the Vid Kid, Lionel Martin, and we went on to direct and produce over 300 music videos and movies and all kinds of stuff. I mean, urban music video has always been something important to me because I'm a local show. Video Music Box was a local show, and I was going around to different parts of the country and seeing local shows like mine. You know, cats that was, you know, cable was just starting to get big, and cats were on cable and they got a little time and they got a little public access show, and they were on there with local acts, you know, and the local acts were hot because people knew them. You know, people in the hood knew them. You might not know all of these national acts, but you knew the local acts. So I think that urban video got its roots from local shows like mine, where we could begin to develop, you know, new artists. This is basically what we still do with Video Music Box. We develop new artists so that the nationals can then see it and the labels can see it and then take it on to the next level. So urban period has always been the fuel that feeds the music industry. You know, hip-hop feeds rock and roll, hip-hop feeds country music, hip-hop feeds everything. You know, they take the hip-hop, which is, you know, sells like crazy, and now they're going to take Lil Wayne money and develop a whole bunch of rock groups. That's what's going to happen right now. Wow. My favorite video on Video Music Box, probably, you know, I'll go back to, it's hard to just say name one, but one that kind of at the time, you know, just was the essence of this whole hip hop thing on an international level, probably was Malcolm McLaren, Buffalo Gals. It was just like, Malcolm McLaren was this dude from London, this white dude. Buffalo Gals was shot downtown in the Village. It was dancers. It was b-boys. You know, the beat was crazy. You know, and it was no real color on that. And hip hop really never had no color. You know, it wasn't a black or white thing. It was just, you know, it was just a vibe. You know, Video Music Box has been doing this thing for a long time, and we knew that we had to make a change now to the online process. And we wanted to come up with something new. You know, it could have been easy to do videomusicbox.com, and we said, no, let's come up with something new that's fresh, that's right now, that some kid who don't know nothing about Video Music Box will get into. And we came up with onfumes.com, our partner Cesar and Dominique, and so basically what we did was we took a lot of the footage that we could put online and became onfumes.com. And we've also now changed it into a more, you know, social network where people can actually upload their own videos. So for new artists that are out there, they can put up their own videos. But if you ever wanted to go back and, you know, like, I just want to take a look at an old Public Enemy video, or I just want to see, you know, some early Malcolm McLaren and Buffalo Gals, it's on fumes.com, as well as footage of me at parties, you know, just the whole culture of hip hop. You know, that's what we try to put on fumes.com. Well, yeah, you know, I go back like as a DJ first. You know, like I used to DJ in clubs when I was 14. You know, the owners wouldn't let me leave the booth, and I used to, like, you know, go out and, you know, and try to find these different DJs. And I used to hear about this dude named Clark Kent, you know, in Brooklyn, who was hot. You know, at the time I originally from Brooklyn, but I had moved to Queens, and so, you know, I was like, all right, you know, so. Eventually, I met this guy, Clark Kent. You know, he was good. You know, he definitely dug in the crates real deep, you know, and pulled out, you know, mad hits. And so we developed this relationship with each other over a period of time. And he's been there for, you know, probably the 26 or the 25 years of Video Music Box. And so we had a little kickoff party to start off 25 events, one of 25 events. And Clark, you know, hit me with a crazy gift, and, you know, it was, you know, official. And I'm just going to, you know, break it down for y'all right now. I'll show y'all right now how it went down. Clark, big up my man DJ Clark Kent, because he hit us with the official Video Music Box 25 anniversary sneaker. There's only 25 of these on the planet right here. And Clark, man, thank you to you, man. As you can see, it's got the box that rocks. That was our slogan back in the days. It's got the 25 representing 25 years. And the other one, which is even crazier, check this out. Ridiculous. It's got the Video Music Box right here. Check this. It's got the Video Music Box from back in the days, how it used to look on your TV screen in 1983. This is what, you know, hip hop is all about right here. And I'm not finished yet, because Clark will kill me if I don't show y'all this. It's got, you know, in the inside, for all you TV heads, color bars. And also, thank you for being the first, Uncle Ralph. So this is a DJ Clark Kent creation, you know, via Nike, and this is a classic right here, man. The box that rocks, and see if the light is hitting it the right way. You can see it's got the reflective thing happening, and Clark wanted to make something kind of cool that, you know, I would like, that I could wear. And he told me, he says, you know, you could wear this anywhere. You could go, you know, to a, you know, all black affair, all white affair, or just go straight to the hood, and you could wear this anywhere. So thank you to Clark Kent. This is the Video Music Box 25th anniversary. Only 25 of these on the planet. And once again, thank you, man. I get a little emotional when this comes, but Clark says, "Don't cry now, dog."